For centuries, the Ark of the Covenant has captured the human imagination, sparking countless quests and inspiring endless debate. Its allure lies not just in its purported physical form, but in what it represents: a tangible connection to the divine, a symbol of immense power and divine presence, a beacon of hope, and a source of both reverence and fear. The very idea of holding such a powerful artifact has driven kings and conquerors to madness. More than a historical artifact, carefully catalogued and studied, it represents a direct connection between humanity and God in the biblical narrative, a physical manifestation of the covenant between them. It was more than just an object, it was a conduit. The Hebrew Bible describes it as an ornate chest, meticulously crafted and divinely ordained, built at God's command, made of acacia wood known for its durability and overlaid with gold symbolizing purity and divinity. Every detail was significant, imbued with meaning. Inside were the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments, the very foundation of God's law. Also within the ark was a golden pot of manna, a reminder of God's provision in the wilderness, and Aaron's rod that budded, a symbol of divine authority and miraculous power, tangible proof of the sacred covenant, a constant reminder of God's promises and the Israelites' obligations. The ark was the centerpiece of Israelite worship, the focal point of their religious life, housed in the Holy of Holies, the most sacred space within the tabernacle and later the temple. First in the tabernacle, the portable sanctuary, then in Solomon's temple, the magnificent permanent structure in Jerusalem. It was an active instrument of divine power, not just a passive receptacle. Parting rivers, allowing the Israelites to cross on dry land, toppling city walls, demonstrating God's power over earthly kingdoms, and striking down the disrespectful, those who dared to violate its sanctity. Its disappearance after the Babylonian conquest of Jerusalem in 586 BCE sparked one of history's greatest mysteries, a puzzle that continues to captivate historians and adventurers alike. Was it destroyed, lost forever in the chaos of war, captured, taken as a spoil of war by the Babylonians, or hidden away by priests, secreted in a safe location to protect it from desecration? Theories abound, fueling expeditions and legends, each more fantastical than the last. While the ark itself remains lost, its location a secret shrouded in time. Uncovering the places it once rested offers a concrete link to its story, allowing us to piece together fragments of its past. Archaeologists at Shiloh in Israel have uncovered compelling evidence, shedding light on a crucial period in the ark's history. Not of the ark's location, which remains elusive, but of the sacred space that once housed it, providing valuable context and insight. These discoveries bring a pivotal chapter of the ark's story back into the light, illuminating a time when the ark was central to Israelite identity and faith. Before Jerusalem, there was Shiloh, the first central sanctuary of Israel. After entering the Promised Land, the Israelites established Shiloh as their spiritual and political heart. The tabernacle found a semi-permanent home here, and for nearly 4 centuries, Shiloh was the stage for formative events, sacred festivals, Hannah's prayer, and Samuel's calling. Shiloh anchored the nation before the monarchy and the temple in Jerusalem. Today, Tel Shiloh is a mound of ruins from thousands of years of settlement. Archaeologists have found remnants from many eras, but evidence of the Israelite sanctuary has been elusive. The Bible suggests Shiloh was destroyed by the Philistines after they captured the ark, making the search even harder. Yet, the quest to find the tabernacle's footprint, the very spot where the ark rested, continues to drive researchers. Shiloh remains key to understanding Israel's transformation from wandering tribes to a settled nation. Recent excavations at Tel Shiloh have revealed the foundations of a massive building from the Israelite period. This structure, found on the northern slope, stands out for its scale and features, suggesting a place of great religious importance. Its dimensions, about 50 by 25 meters, mirror the 2-to-1 ratio described for the tabernacle's courtyard in Exodus. The building's east-west orientation, with its entrance facing east, matches the biblical description. These details point to intentional design rooted in religious tradition. The foundations were cut directly into bedrock, indicating a permanent, significant structure. This was no temporary tent, but a monumental center for the community. The engineering and layout provide a tangible outline of a sacred space lost to time. For archaeologists, these clues reconstruct the footprint of the sanctuary that once housed the ark. The evidence for a sanctuary at Shiloh goes beyond stone foundations. Archaeologists have uncovered large quantities of animal bones, mainly right-sided, young, kosher animals, matching biblical sacrificial laws. These remains suggest ritual butchering and feasts on a grand scale, not ordinary refuse. The bones were carefully handled, befitting sacred rituals. Pottery finds include storage jars, cooking pots, and a ceramic pomegranate, an object rich in biblical symbolism. The pottery dates the site to the period of the Judges, confirming its role as a religious center. Large storage jars point to tithes and offerings, while serving vessels suggest communal feasts. Together, these finds paint a vivid picture of Shiloh as a bustling center of sacrifice, prayer, and celebration. Shiloh's prominence ended in tragedy, as told in 1 Samuel. In a desperate battle, the Israelites brought the ark from Shiloh only to lose it, and Eli's sons, to the Philistines. News of the defeat reached Eli at the city gate. Upon hearing of the ark's capture, he fell and died. The ark's loss marked a national trauma and the end of Shiloh's era. Archaeology supports this narrative. A destruction layer from around 1050 BCE shows ash, debris, and collapsed structures. The sanctuary was likely destroyed, its sacred objects looted or smashed. Excavations have revealed a gateway complex from the period, possibly the very spot where Eli awaited the fateful news. While we can't prove it's the exact place, the evidence powerfully connects to the biblical account. The destruction of Shiloh brought its sacred history to a fiery end, yet the city's ruins still echo the drama of its final days. To truly grasp Shiloh's profound significance in biblical history, we must first understand the pivotal role of the tabernacle, a portable dwelling, a sanctuary on the move, designed specifically for the God of Israel. It was more than just a tent. It was the heart of their religious life. The Book of Exodus meticulously describes its construction in great detail, outlining a specific layout that included a courtyard and a tent meticulously divided into two key areas, the holy place and the innermost chamber, the Holy of Holies, each space imbued with deep symbolic meaning and purpose. The outer courtyard, carefully measured with its specific 2:1 dimensions, remarkably matches the monumental building discovered at Shiloh, hinting at a profound connection. Inside the tabernacle, strict rules applied. Only designated priests could enter the holy place to perform their duties, while the Holy of Holies, designed as a perfect cube, served as the sacred repository that housed the Ark of the Covenant. This most sacred space was entered only by the high priest, and that too, only once a year, on the Day of Atonement. The Ark of the Covenant, adorned with its golden cherubim, was revered as God's very throne, a symbol of immense power and potential danger, demanding it to be handled with the utmost reverence and care. The veil, a thick and ornate curtain, served to separate the sacred realm from the profane, the everyday world, protecting the people from the potentially overwhelming and consuming divine presence. The tabernacle's carefully considered design was all about managing the delicate balance between holiness and potential danger, making God's presence both accessible to his people and simultaneously awe-inspiring, commanding respect and reverence. Therefore, the discovery of a building at Shiloh that closely matches these very specific tabernacle specifications powerfully grounds these seemingly abstract theological concepts firmly in the realm of tangible history. It offers us a rare and invaluable glimpse into the physical context and lived reality of ancient Israelite worship practices. Ultimately, Shiloh's ruins serve to bring the abstract and often distant world of the tabernacle into a tangible and compelling reality for us today. The convergence of archaeology and scripture at Shiloh is striking. The building's proportions and orientation match the tabernacle's biblical description, too specific to dismiss as coincidence. Sacrificial bone deposits and cultic objects like the ceramic pomegranate reinforce the site's religious identity. Pottery and carbon dating place the structure and destruction layer in the Iron Age I, the era of the Judges. This aligns with the biblical timeline for Shiloh's sanctuary and its fall. Archaeology doesn't prove theology, but it demonstrates the historical plausibility of the biblical accounts. The evidence shows a major Israelite sanctuary existed at the right time and place, destroyed as the Bible describes. This alignment between physical and textual records is significant. It suggests the biblical authors preserved real memories of a sacred place, now revealed by science. Shiloh's discoveries illuminate the Ark's story, but the central mystery remains. What happened to it next? After the Philistines captured the Ark, it brought them plagues and misfortune, prompting them to return it to Israel. The Ark's journey continued, from Beth Shemesh to Kiriath Jearim, then to Jerusalem under King David. Solomon's temple became its permanent home, but over time, the Ark fades from the biblical record. The last mention is during King Josiah's reign. After the Babylonian conquest, it vanishes. The Bible lists the temple's treasures taken by Nebuchadnezzar, but not the Ark. This silence has fueled endless speculation. Was it destroyed, hidden, or spirited away? Legends place it in Babylon, Mount Nebo, or even Ethiopia. The Ark's fate remains one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles. The remarkable discoveries unearthed at Shiloh, while significant, don't definitively solve the Ark of the Covenant's ultimate mystery. The exact location of the Ark, its fate, and the circumstances surrounding its disappearance remain subjects of intense debate and speculation. However, these findings offer our most tangible and direct link to the world in which the Ark existed, providing invaluable context and insight. For the first time in millennia, we can walk the very foundations of a structure that closely fits the biblical description of the tabernacle, the Ark's dwelling place. Shiloh is no longer just a story confined to the pages of ancient texts. It's a real physical place that we can study, analyze, and begin to truly understand the lives of those who lived there. For archaeologists, Shiloh is nothing short of a treasure trove, a repository of invaluable information. It's revealing intricate details about the religious practices, social structures, and daily life of the early Israelites. The archaeological evidence uncovered at Shiloh provides compelling support for the biblical picture, lending credence to the historical narratives. It paints a vivid picture of a unified tribal confederation that existed before the rise of the monarchy in ancient Israel. For people of faith, those who seek spiritual connection, Shiloh serves as a powerful testament, affirming the historical reality behind foundational stories that have shaped religious beliefs for centuries. The echoes of Hannah's heartfelt prayer, Samuel's divine calling, and the tragic end of Eli resonate within these ancient stones. The site acts as a bridge, connecting the realms of history and religious belief, effectively grounding these epic narratives in the tangible reality of archaeological discovery. Yet, despite these remarkable findings, the greatest mysteries surrounding the Ark of the Covenant endure, preserving the Ark's sacred aura and its enduring allure. Shiloh's stones whisper tales of ancient rituals, of sacrifices and ceremonies performed in this very place. They speak of the enduring human quest for the divine, a search for meaning and connection that transcends time. The Ark itself may remain lost to us, its whereabouts unknown, but here at Shiloh, a significant piece of its world